Well, I thought it's high time I took some video of my engine running up at the track of Bradford Model Engineering Society at Northcliff Woods. I have run the engine before on some portable track I had on my driveway, but really it was not much of interest. So I decided to get it up to Northcliff. I've got the blower on, getting steam up. There's Bob.
Yeah.
And Russ there, our boiler inspector. There's Tony and Colin.
All of a sudden, everybody
Two
stopped
members. There's Bob, the other Bob, and Bob with the beard, of course. There seems to be a lot of Bobs in our club. Now the blower's been removed and steam is rising now. Shouldn't be long. Tony and Colin again. And Russ, our boiler inspector, now is checking the safety valves and making sure that they are working as they should be. They've got to release boiler pressure with the blower on after a certain length of time, and he was quite happy with them and passed them as okay, and the certificate will be issued along with the boiler certificate which was issued last time the boiler was inspected. Now I did have a couple of problems here. The drain cocks were misbehaving, one of them weren't shutting, and on the left hand cylinder block a small filling plug had got misplaced, and I had to use a small temporary blanking plug which had a tiny hole in it, and unfortunately it was blowing steam out everywhere, but it didn't stop the engine from running okay, and I soon rectified that when I got the engine back home. How on earth the plug was missing is beyond me. I must have just misplaced it. Now this view shows you the station area, and you can see the track layout there to the various sidings. I'm now just about to do a test circuit before I get a riding trolley attached. There you can see the cylinder blowing and the drain cocks. You might have noticed that the tender's not lined out to match the engine. This is one job I need to do. It's one of those jobs that has been put to one side for the moment, but I will get around to doing it. And there's Ian stood there helping with the track, making sure the track's clear of leaves and twigs. And there's Russ and Colin. Of course the running season's finished now, but there's, I believe, two more runs before the end of the year. I know we do a Santa special and the bonfire night run. Now, there were some young children being taken out by their parents into the woods, and they were eager to have a ride. I wasn't really going to do any passenger hauling this day, but you can't see children there eagerly hoping to have a ride and then disappointing them. So I just put one riding truck on. have to thank Bob and Colin for taking some of this video. And there's Ian once again walking up the track to make sure that everything is clear, especially on the downward run. He's already done the circuit and made sure everything is clear, because you get lots of twigs and leaves and all sorts at this time of the year falling onto the track. Here I'm approaching the downward section, falling gradient. The other side can be a little bit challenging to some locos. It's not unduly steep, but it's not all that easy if you've got a heavy load.
Round again. Play on the sea.
Now on the way back to the station, and as you can see, this is a falling gradient. There's no steam coming from the drain cocks or cylinder, no steam on, just cruising down. Well, I'm now going to attempt Mission Impossible. I'm going to video myself riding around the track, driving the loco at the same time as holding the phone to video the events. This is going to be fun. Two of our club members there, Bob and Bob. As I mentioned, there seems to be a lot of Bobs in our club.
Wet leaves.
There's just a little bit of slipping here due to wet leaves falling on the track, so it's not only the full size railway that suffers from wet leaves. To get past where the wet patch was, everything were okay. Approaching the top cutting. Of course, these 040 narrow gauge type locos do tend to waddle about a little bit. And about to have a drive around the track. Anybody else that wanted to have a drive are more than welcome. Now these Romulus Type Locos will pull quite heavy loads and get lots of passengers on the riding trucks.
Trying to get there set up at half 10, 11 o'clock. So
Right.
Get the models in after we've set up.
Blew off a couple of times. I opened the tyre road used to quite
Right. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was about it for the day. Decided to put the engine to bed, get it back home. No more coal on the fire, just let it die down. Leaking steam valve there, blower valve. That's needs attending to. So we're just about ready to shunt the engine back onto the turntable, clean down and blow it down, and then load it back up into the trailer and head for home. These are the trucks that's been moved down into the storage area. Waiting for the green light.
Am I alright?
Yeah.
There we go.
Give me a green signal, please.
And gently does it over the point now to the turntable. As you can see, our ground level track is multi-gauge. It's also suitable for 5
Like a
inch
good
gauge
yard, isn't it?
beside the 7 1/4 inch. Now gently does it onto the turntable.
Onto the turntable.
Well, after the enjoyable run, it was just a matter of dropping the fire and blowing down the boiler, and then homeward bound after it was loaded into the trailer. Well, I hope you found this of interest, and once again, thank you for watching.